The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, we retake our homeworld. We retake our home. We retake. I am one.
Hello everybody and welcome once again to yet another CSO Contender, this one number 18. My name's Linglad and joining me this evening's GX Alpha. How's it going?
Hello. Going well from my side, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good dude, pretty good. We had a lot of people enter this week and only 8 checked in, but
Yeah, that's 50%.
looks pretty good so far. We will be casting both semi-finals this evening and the final, so hopefully some really good StarCraft lined up in our MMR capped event that we offer.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't end like last week.
Yeah.
The cut did. Or in the end, we had a grand finals walkover.
Yeah, that's not fun. I suppose technically that is the correct way to go about it, so
Yeah. It was, but also it's a little sad. I guess that's how it goes sometimes.
you win some, you learn some. At least that's the way
Yeah.
of StarCraft. Well, yeah, so we have our first game almost ready. players are just finishing off their map picks and be ready to go, what I can do is I can... Well, we have game 1 and 2 picked and ready, so let's get this underway. 2K atmospheres. We have a very familiar clan in Berserker going up against one of CSO's own.
Yeah. Berserker, we see him quite a few times in cuts usually.
Yeah.
Got some contender representation now, playing against CSO's Hulk. Now, when watching this game, keep in mind this is first seed versus 8th seed. Seeding is done, I think, by DLC points.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, and after that by MMR. Yeah, first seed versus 8th seed. Diamond versus silver, I think. Or gold versus... Flat versus silver? Something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah. We might not get the most evenly matched game, but hopefully some fun StarCraft.
yeah, and it would be good to see, you know, the lower ranked player put up a pretty decent fight, and as you said, the MMRs might be a little bit skewed, but yeah, it would be good to see Hulk put up a bit of a fight and maybe even take a map.
Indeed. As we finally
Yeah.
have the countdown for our first map. Like you said, 2000 atmospheres. Been in the map for quite some time now. I mean, I guess that applies to every map, but there are maps that are in the pool for a long time, and there are maps that are in the pool for a very long time. 2000 atmosphere is one of the very long.
In the latter of those two categories.
Yeah.
PVT.
I mean, I guess it's proven to be a pretty good map in general, but it would be nice to see a little bit of, maybe, just as a refresher, some new maps.
Isn't there a new map contest? What was that? I think I saw something on Twitter about a TLMC something that's supposed to be happening at some point.
Yeah, let's hope it does. And let's hope it yields some good maps. But first we're gonna play, like we said, on 2K atmospheres, and starting off with the player in the bottom left. In the red, the Protoss from Berserker is Suzy Baka.
And his opponent in the top right hand corner, playing for Team CSO with the blue Terran SCVs, it's Hulk.
Let's take a look at this. Double gas opening on the side of Hulk.
Interesting.
Probe arrives.
Oh, some good RNG keeping that SCV out of range of the probe. Hulk gonna chase the probe around with an SCV. I suppose Suzy Baka does get the full scout, that it's double gas out of Hulk, and he's gonna skip the Reaper and go reactor first. Also a full wall off, so we'll definitely get the kill off on this probe.
Yeah, assuming the probe doesn't get microed much further. It's set on patrol now.
Oi. As I say that,
Suzy meanwhile.
the wall.
Oh, it got out.
yeah, the door gets opened and the probe gets out. Suzubaka gonna turn around, go back in. I suppose he has already seen the CC on the low ground, so
Yeah, he did. But having built a nexus themselves.
there's gonna be a Stargate. It's the tech of choice for Suzubaka.
We might see the first
Ooh.
blood. No, we don't.
Actually, GXL, I've been watching a little bit of YouTube lately, and I've had these like unit battles show up all the time. So like 50
There we go.
The first blood SCV, nice. Yeah, like 50 Ultralisks versus 200 Baneling, 400 Banelings or something. These random like YouTube videos have been popping up in my suggestions list. They're quite interesting to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know who
I
makes
know that
them.
they're
Yeah, but they just
especially useful.
yeah. Sort of know if I build 50 Ultralisks, 400 Banelings, I win that fight.
Good to know.
Yeah.
The Adept will get a second kill. Marines on their high ground.
Ooh,
Chasing her off.
and gets out. Nice.
Marines will look for it.
Yeah, I mean, it is an Oracle opener here for Suzubaka, that Oracle making its way across the map now, and it's only one Oracle into Phoenix, so I do wonder if we're going to see a lot more in terms of Stargate units, or
Let's see the reaction to this Oracle first, though. As there's not that much here. The Oracle not getting... Okay, now it gets the kills on the SCVs in there.
yeah, 2
Refinery.
Marines. And quite a few SCVs
Oh,
going down here.
Quite a few SCVs, and that certainly does hurt. The Oracle runs out of energy. But 13 SCVs. Oh no, 13 kills. 11 of them SCVs, the other two
Yeah,
are Marines.
Marines, yeah. I mean, Hulk just not responding quick enough there to the Oracle.
Yeah, just sent 2 Marines. Hoping to chase it off. But the Oracle decided to fight.
And gets rewarded for doing so. I mean, the times when your Oracle gets to stay in a mineral line and run out of energy are very rare. And yeah, this Oracle's going to turn back in. Does get a good scout of 111, 2 tech labs and a reactor, but I mean, those tech labs aren't being used yet. Combat shields and stim haven't started yet for Team CSO's Hulk. And as we have all come to expect from low-level Terrans, it's going to be a fusion core. In my head, I can just hear Winters. The way Winter says fusion core. Yep, yeah, that's exactly how I'm picturing it. That's exactly how I was picturing it. But yeah, let's see what
Oh, the Oracle flies back in this time. SCV's getting pulled at least. Gets 2 kills on the SCVs and the Mule. 3 SCV kills. In come the Marines. I don't think they have stim.
nope. No stim and no combat shields. Hulk floating a little bit of money at the moment, not producing anything just yet, but there we go. First BC on the way.
And let's see what that can do. Starts of stim. As I said, that he doesn't have one.
Yeah, and I mean, on the side of Suzubaka, he's currently doubling the supply of Hulk, and in a really good position at the moment. Up to 3 bases, tripling the worker supply. Colossus. Is that the first Colossus? Yeah, first Colossus on the way. Charge about to finish up as well. Fleet beacon as well on the side of Suzubaka. So, really
good.
Yeah.
The air battle real fast.
Oh. Yeah, Oracle just hanging around there, getting a pretty decent scout.
Aw.
Ooh.
Getting pretty far in. Viking.
And
It
Vibe.
will fall. Now that
Wow.
limits Susie Baka's vision of Hulk space drastically.
Has Susie Bucker scouted the
Um,
fusion core?
Not sure. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, couple of Tempests.
And I guess that's where the Tempests come. Battery has run out, but Battlecruiser unfortunately not target firing the probes or anything. Got one Stalker. Will die for its trouble though.
Yeah, one Stalker and a Phoenix for a BC.
That's not too great, I'd say. The Tempests are finishing up.
They're being chrono boosted as well. Nice. I think Susie Buck is in a really good position here, and yeah, he's going to start to
Will
move across
make
the map.
way across the map. And right now there's not really that much for Hulk to defend. Well, we just have to look at the supplies, honestly. 6 for third base. Confirms there is none. Might even blink on top of the tank. No, there is no blink, so that plan won't work. Can just pounce on it though. SCV is coming down to repair the CC. I don't think that's a good idea.
No,
To fight!
Yeah, coming down to
You're
fight.
getting pulled.
Yeah.
There are some Marines still standing there. Now starting to fight as well. But Colossus does so much damage. And we do need to fix mouse. And that is game 1.
Yeah, Susie Bucket takes the first map. Which is sort of something that we anticipated.
Yeah. Battlecruisers are not working as Hulk had intended, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it was the expected outcome, but it's good to see Hulk with a bit of a plan, even though it didn't go according to plan. At least he had something in mind that he wanted to get done, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
We might need a second until our second map. As Hulk has to fix his keybinds on the mouse. I personally don't rely on my additional mouse keys, but what I do is on camera hotkeys, and since like, I don't know, for a few weeks now, the first time I open StarCraft, I have to spam it like really hard and often, and usually it doesn't work until it does. And then it consistently works
really.
with the camera hotkey, but before that it doesn't, and it makes zero sense to me why it wouldn't work before that. Very annoying thing.
Actually, you just remind me I need to change some key bindings of my own. I'm
Oh, you're welcome.
very guilty of building 15 overlords when I intended to build 15 corruptors. Because
Yeah, that might not be
see,
the most ideal
yeah,
idea.
I've lost a few games doing that. I've even lost
Yeah,
like
like
a 4v4 because of that.
oh,
Yeah, I felt so bad. My mates are not impressed. I was I was not impressed by myself, but they were not impressed. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I shall be doing that after when you're building.
Did the overlords have speed at least, so they could
Probably
at least
not.
keep up with the army and angrily look at the opponents?
Probably not.
So they didn't even arrive at the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose that's
Well,
fine. That's probably why I never made it out of plat. I'd like to blame something apart from just being a peach.
Like, that's the problem with 1v1 games. You can't really blame anything. Except yourself.
Yeah.
So people tend to blame balance.
Or key bindings or something.
Yeah, I mean, if keybinds don't work, that's a pain.
Ooh.
But did the... Oh, come on!
Wow.
No!
What have you done?
At least it's not a mirror matchup. But the players change colors.
Ooh. Good spot.
Oh, man! I immediately notice.
Glad you did.
Unless in moments where you don't, and then it gets very confusing anyways. Now in the blue, in the bottom left, the Protoss is Suzubaka.
And in the top right hand corner, the red Terran SUVs this time. Once again, it's CSO's Hulk.
Why can't players keep their colors?
Maybe it's they're trying to get some good luck, bad luck.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't spam click these cleaning bots or however they randomly explode.
2 cleaning bots this time.
Oh well, you can actually just kill them. So
Can you?
yeah, they got 10 HP.
Oh.
So you're 2 zaps from a probe, and they're gone. But for now, they're just even cleaning the area below the probe.
Messy workers probes.
Yeah. Let's check at the Terran side. No cleaning bots necessary in the mineral line here.
Nice. And only 1 cleaning bot there.
Yeah. Minding his own business.
Yeah, off in it, dusting the
Checking out
corners.
the area. And descending into the fog of war. Well, it looks like he wants to expand. Nope.
Instead of
Pulls the SEV back.
oh, close the door. Oh, just
he
in
does.
time. Just in time. Building 2 extra racks and a factory. So, I mean, Susie Bucker sees the factory building with the vision there, but won't see the 2 extra racks hidden in the main. So,
Yeah. He even saw the worker down there, implying that maybe Hulk wants to expand, or at least faking the expand.
I don't know. I think Hulk's doing a really good job of hiding this.
Yeah. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Like, damn you! I want to build there.
Yeah. I mean, this wouldn't quite work on the pro level because the Terran would just place
Let's see somewhere else.
a little off and put it to the correct position. But here, Susie Baka might very much be in the you're thinking that you just successfully blocked
Yeah, a CC opener.
an expansion.
I mean, Hulk's gone for reactors on tech labs on these barracks, and I don't know if that was a mistake because he's building 1 marine at a time. Maybe
I
not.
mean, I see the stim. That makes sense to me. Probably wanted to just have 1. Oh no, he's building Marauders. Or he's queuing Marauders.
Oh.
If he can solve that supply block. Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know, does he have a supply drop available? He does. Let's hope he knows how to use it.
Yeah, he's not going to be building any
That's a
units.
very nasty supply block there.
Yeah, bummer. I mean, on the side of Susie Barker, he's going up to Twilight, and once again with the Oracle opener. Twilight into Robo, so. Yeah, Oracle finishes up and pretty much going to get rallied across the map.
Yeah, that will spot the army. And Hulk is now building some supply depots.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the position where you should have used a supply drop. As much as it hurts to not have that extra income from the mule. Oracle knows what it sees. Probably doesn't like what it sees. But gives Suzibaka a good small heads up. Some marauders coming out.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
that's a pipe block.
yeah, I mean,
That seriously put Hulk behind.
Susie Barker even throws down a stasis ward in the middle of the map just in case Hulk is moving and decides to move across. And
Yeah, and I think that's a very good idea. It might run out actually before Hulk arrives there. No, it won't. Hulk moves out. At least to the low ground.
yeah,
Doesn't unsiege the high ground tank yet.
concussive shells and combat shields on the way here for Hulk. So Hulk doing a bit of a better job this game.
Yeah, as the Oracle comes back. Takes a quick look, confirms the army is still there.
Yeah, and there's no CC on the low ground.
Oh no, Hulk is supply blocked again.
Yeah, building 2 depots at a time.
Imagine how strong this push could be.
Yeah.
He does move across the map now. He won't be rallied through the stasis, I think. That's the Oracle rally. Army not quite. Oh no. Decides he does want to get into the stasis ward. Gives Suzibaka a pretty good
Heads up.
look at where the army is. Confirms it with an observer.
Yeah, and I mean, this gives Suzibaka all the information he really needs to set up a defense. He's only warping in 1 zealot at a time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his gateways are on cooldown, but
Yeah, here comes the defensive army. Dim gets pulled, but the tank gets lifted, can't even siege.
yeah, and these charge
Gets
lots are just
denied
gonna
pretty hard.
yeah, charge lots just really collapsing on top of that bioforce, and like you say, tank gets lifted up and it gets cleaned up really quickly.
Look at these supply depots and what could have been if they had been constructed a bit earlier. But I think this all in failed pretty much.
Wow,
Suzibaka should have a relatively easy time.
clearing this up
Yeah.
and closing this game out, but I mean,
Decides to not immediately go up the ramp. There are still 2 tanks sieged.
I do like
But
what I see here
instead-
from Suzibaka, the macro behind it, going up to a Templar Archives, which actually just finished up now. Suzibaka really, I mean, first game he went Colossus. This game, no, he's setting up. Is that an expansion? Oh, not a Stargate.
Oh, that's the starport.
A starport, correct. Yeah, I mean, Storm on the way, Blink about to finish up in 3 more seconds. Yeah, I really like what I see from Suzibaka. Pretty much just crossing all the T's, dotting all the R's, and even though you should be well aware that he's ahead, it still doesn't mean you shouldn't play out a better game every time.
Indeed.
So, nice to see. First Colossus joins in here, so 1 Colossus, 1 Immortal.
And I think... Oh, the army even moves out. Suzibaka has a decent angle here. Will just encircle the entire army. 1 tank gets lifted by the Phoenix. As charge lots take care of the second one. And the third one pops right into the vessel, gets lifted. That's a G. And a GG. From both sides. All done Suzibaka.
Takes game 2 and the series.
Indeed. Moves into the semifinals already. We only had 8 players check in. Oh, well, only. There have been games with less. Meanwhile, Harold Andrates, I think that's a different name than their in-game name. Beat Mousy. 2-0. And now we're waiting for Zerafit Danek versus Academy Allen. And Academy Allen. We're gonna cast both semifinals, from what I heard.
Yep.
That's the current plan, at least. And until then, until one of these two games is over, I think we're gonna throw it into a short break. Make sure you return for the first semifinal of this CSO Contender.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, we retake our homeworld. We retake our home. We retake. I am one. The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, They could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the color, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion.
Hello everybody and welcome back. So, as you can see with the brackets, we have our first semi-final ready to go. We have Harold Andrastes against Elaine 160505.
Yeah, in game, unfortunately, their names are a little simpler in just Alan and Harold. So that's what we'll refer
That's what we will.
to.
Yeah.
As. That's the word I was looking for. As.
I mean, you
I got really stuck.
you speak a lot better English than I do German, dude. So big ups to you, man.
Wie gut ist denn dein Deutsch so?
No.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't speak any German at all. Only know Achtung, Achtung.
Okay.
And that's it, man. I hope it means warning, warning or something.
Yeah.
And that's from like
Attention.
yeah, attention,
Danger,
attention.
warning, so something like that.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Setting, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was from Medal of Honor Allied Assault.
Ah.
Like way back in like I don't even know how many years ago. It was probably like 20 years. I'm pretty sure it was Medal of Honor Allied Assault when you're storming the beaches somewhere. That's the only German I know. Proud of myself for still remembering that at the ripe old age that I am.
Alright.
But yeah, man, we have a ZVT with two evenly matched opponents. Am I correct? Both diamond.
Yeah, I mean there's second and sixth seed as far as the seeding goes. Well, that's not necessarily MMR, and it's not necessarily skill. Just farming DLC points potentially.
Yeah. So I mean, let me introduce our first player. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Team Tanker. The blue Terran SUVs. It's Herald. That is special portrait.
And in the top left, playing for my dog, it's Alan.
You go, Elaine.
With the stimulant drones.
Hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Does Herald?
Fortunately not the simulant hatcheries.
Does Herald have this specials portrait hovering around his CC?
Yeah, he does.
Bless. I actually missed him at Katowice. Really bummed that I didn't get to get his autograph.
Well, you got like everyone else.
Except him and Clement Mar.
Ah.
Funny enough, I didn't the only Terran whose autograph I got was Hero Marines. Which is kinda weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, happens.
as a German that I am, I'd say that's the most important anyways.
My favorite player, man.
Ah, Big Gabe.
Yeah, the biggest. At least my size. I was well impressed that he's not as big as I thought he was. I expected this.
I think you just photoshopped that picture.
Oh no, I was well impressed. I thought, yes, I could take Gabe in a one-on-one.
I wouldn't risk that.
Have you seen how much he deadlifts? I
I
follow him on
didn't.
Instagram, dude. He's he's quite a fit young man. Like, works out really hard and Special as well. They're both putting in quite a bit of time in the gym, which is good to see. I mean, it's good to see gamers looking after their physical health. And not just only sitting in gaming and inverted commas working.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
agree.
this game, Herald skipping the Reaper and choosing to go. Was it reactive first, straight off the bat? I think it was reactive first, straight off the bat. Yeah, skipping the Reaper, going reactive straight off the bat, and this game opening up pretty much as you'd expect from a ZVT perspective. Third hatch on the way for Elaine, and he's opted to go for the high ground hatch at the like 8 o'clock position, rather than go in the low ground. So if Herald is to push from the south, Elena does have to push up a ramp to keep that base defended. But speaking of pushes,
Yeah, here comes Harold.
Herald's here already.
Now he might get this Overlord, which will supply block Alan heavily. Already has 10 SC,
Lings on the way. Yeah.
10 Lings in production.
Its speed has just finished. He's going to let this hatch finish, which I think is the right decision. Oh, he's going to lose
Yeah,
another.
I mean,
Overlord.
it gives you a bit of supply, which he really needs right now. These Lings come in,
Yeah, they are going
and they get to the surround, and they get the kill on every single of these Marines.
Yeah.
Did even just one of the Lings die? No, I don't think so.
No, still got 12 Lings on the field.
Yep, not a single Ling dead. That's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, those Marines were on move command for a little bit there, so they didn't immediately start shooting the Lings. But yeah, still not losing a single unit so far this game. Elaine doing a pretty good job at kicking this one off. He's down a little bit in supply, but once that third hatch kicks off,
The supply blocks. We saw how supply blocks can affect games in the first series.
Yep.
Getting on top of his creep, which is nice to see.
yeah, I'm building nothing but drones at the moment. So
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Herald,
Being behind on a Terran and workers really isn't good. However, that Terran is also moving out, so you might want to build a little bit of an army. Maybe mix in some banelings.
he does have a
Get
couple
the lair
banelings.
now.
There are a couple banelings on the field for Herald, but as you say, he's only getting the lair now, so it's going to be slow banes to begin with. And good
Some
micro
more
here.
lings.
Oh,
And get the queen, that's nice.
there's a Ling run by happening in the natural bow of Herald at
Oh
the same
God.
time. So
And I think Harold has F2A moved back
yep,
because his entire army is running away. Which this is costly. He's dimmed it.
and if we have a look
And
at the
Jim
structures
hurts these
tab,
Marines indefinitely.
yeah, 2
Oh,
medevacs only starting now. So
Yeah. As I said that.
yeah, I mean Elaine still has that Overlord on the high ground pillar at Herald's natural expansion. So Elaine does get the we'll get an early warning as to when Herald's moving out. Not spreading creep anywhere on the south side of the map, and that was the place that Herald pushed first.
Yeah, that creep spread is still pretty
Pretty
solid.
decent, yeah.
He's got a pretty high density of tumors.
And yeah, once again, Herald gonna move out and
He healed his Marines back up. Concussive Shells has just completed for the 1 or 2 Marauders in that army.
yeah, centrifugal hooks and 1-1 on the way for LA now, but this push from Herald's gonna hit
Yeah.
just before those upgrades finish.
Alan should have seen it. It moved on creep there. But like you said, this is where Herald pushed the first time, there was no creep then, there is no creep now. There's no detection for Herald if he doesn't throw down a scan. So these creep tumors will stay for the time being.
A good Baneling connection there. A couple more Banelings coming in. Baneling speed finishing up right now. And I mean, it's just not...
All the Banelings are dead though.
Yeah. A couple Lings
not
coming
all
in
of
from
them.
the south side, but there's not going to be enough... Oh, yeah. Not enough to clean up this army of Herald and...
That's rough, man.
Yeah, feels pretty bad. He's going to evacuate this third base location, and a lot of these drones are going to get down, go down in the process. 20 going down.
2 or 3 survived.
Wow.
Now throws down a scan, gets rid of a bit of the creep. Thing is that'll take some time to recede.
Yeah, but I think Herald's doing the right thing now. I mean, he's just continuing the momentum that
just push for it, and he should be through.
Wow. Herald
His
from...
clan name is quite interesting.
What? His clan name? Tanka.
Yeah.
I hope that's the right way to say it.
Because that's, in German that's slang for a gas station.
For gas station? Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what he's going after. He may have also mispronounced Danke, or misspelled Danke. What would be thanks?
Yes, Dankeschön.
Yeah. Or it means something entirely else. Unless it's the most likely.
Yeah, I mean, what... Well... Elaine ready to go. Herald ready. Both of these players raring to get this game number 2 underway. And looks like we're just going to kick this one off. ASAP. These two players, 3899 and... Oh, no. No!
What happened? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. What did you do?
I've somehow misclicked something. It's the very first time.
Alright. Let's remake this lobby.
Very first time that's ever happened. Lol.
I'm not sure
I don't even know how that happened.
Alan noticed when he wrote the GLHF.
I don't even know how that happened.
So glittering ashes the second attempt then?
And yeah, second attempt. Let's get this underway. I shan't click anything else this time. Thing that I managed to do. I have no idea what I did there either. So, oof. My hands are very far away from my mouse and keyboard at the moment. But things are as they should be.
Did the...
Yep.
Are you
Yep.
serious?
Yep. I was about to mention it.
Are you serious? You noticed as well?
Yep, I was going to point it out to you. So, I mean, yeah.
Why? Why?
Maybe they were watching the stream the first time and they were like, ha!
Yeah.
We're going to get him.
They definitely did. It's oh man. And introducing these players in the top right. Now in the red, the Terran player is Herald.
And in the bottom left, currently down 1-0 in this series with the blue Zerg drones playing for Team My Dog. It's Elaine. Oh man, that's so funny. I saw it immediately, only because you had pointed it out the last map. not the
this
last
is
map, the
something
last
I don't
match.
check for in the lobbies,
Yeah.
but then you spawn in, and you get this big red command center in your face, and you're like,
Hmm.
something's off.
That wasn't
Until you
there 5
notice.
minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, now we see these glorious building skins in red. And also these drone skins in blue.
Do look rather interesting.
Yeah, with the little blades
Yeah.
getting these minerals. That's the best drone impression I can do.
I mean, shame for that cleaning bot next to the Vespine guys there. A lot of
Yeah.
work to do.
And might be thinking it's supposed to clean away the Vespin geyser. And the extractor that's built on top of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Here come quite a few lings.
yeah, a lane opening up with 6 really early lings and
And he closed the door. Harold does close the door. And that is that push. Defended for now. Does Alan have a baneling nest? Don't think so.
No.
No. That
Does-
hides in the back of the base for now. Building some queens. No, queen works very much less strong.
Yeah.
Since the patch. Well, that I mean, I think they're pretty much useless. Unless you bring some creep overloads with you. As the links do find some value. Getting these SCVs. At least 2 of them.
yeah, pick off a couple.
All of the links making it out. We'll have speed in a few seconds.
And a Reaper from Herald's gonna make its way across the map. He's gonna check that third base location first, so we'll see that there's a third base on the way for a lane, so it's not as if it's a 2-base all-in build.
6 for a potential 4th. And for the cliff. Takes a second to breathe and then assault these drones. However, the queens will be able to pick it off, I think.
Wow.
They do. And now Alan is pressing down the ling button. Baneling nest close to finishing. I think he wants to bust this.
Yeah, there are a couple links just to the left of our screen now, which...
Yeah, they might get converted into banelings.
Oh, no, that's definitely...
Here comes the rest. Streaming across the map. I'm wondering why we're not seeing any Banes so far.
Yeah, Elaine really just spreading some creep and building drones, I think. He's just trying to macro up for a
He's
bit.
getting a layer behind that so that he has baneling speed, but... Or perhaps that he has baneling speed, that's pretty far off.
Double Evo chamber on the way.
Oh no, the Overlord sees all
Yeah.
of this. And this
Another
might
Banes.
be the time. Here come the banelings. It's a little late for my liking, but Alan saw the army move out, so he knows there's pretty much nothing here. I hope for him that he has enough to defend, and I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, you do
He
it.
might be just playing the get your F2A move and your army back. Harold's army has stopped on the map,
Yeah, and I mean,
but
he's,
sure what to do, and these links are wrecking havoc.
yeah, I mean that army of Herald is gonna push in onto creep now. And yeah, you were asking the question: is he gonna have enough to defend here? And there's
Few banelings,
yeah,
and
it's
he might get this around on creep. Oh, beautiful baneling hits there.
a great macro there out
Um,
of Elaine, using those links to corner off the retreats of Herald. And Wow.
Yeah, he can't quite get into the
main
the
base
top
there.
section of the base, but this is... I think this is game-ending damage.
There, Elaine doing a really
He
good job of...
entirely pushed off, fended off the rest.
Yeah.
The push of Harold. These 4 bendings will take some time,
No
but they
bait.
will open the door. He makes some more. These 4 bendings arrive, and that should open the door and seal the deal.
Yeah, these links are just gonna stream in, and I mean,
Unless we have a miracle, which I don't see. Well,
successful hold, but
yeah, I wouldn't call that a hold. No.
he's not dead yet. Harold still
Yeah.
believes.
He's still alive. I wouldn't consider this a hold, having lost like 20 SCVs. Alan did a pretty successful hold on his side.
Yeah, that Ling
Many of
macro
the
was really
Marine
good.
push in. I would quite like to see the Link speed, Bane speed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, centrifugal hooks.
Alan has thought of that for a second when he made the lair, but probably forgot about it.
There we go.
As I say that,
Fires it up.
we do have a stream delay, do we?
Yes. 120 seconds worth.
I'm just reading players' minds then.
Yeah, I mean, Harold kind of in a position where he feels like he needs to do some damage on the other side of the map, and Elaine more than double the worker supply, which is not the position you really want to be in as a Terran. You're fine being a few workers down, but double? Oof.
Yeah, and this push could be somewhat strong, since there's no Bane speed. Now, more stuff still beats less stuff in StarCraft, so if you just have enough links, you can push it off. And he does, I think.
Wow.
Alan does more than he needed to in that fight, but
Yeah.
it's enough. And secures him game number 2.
Yeah, nice to see
Bringing
you.
us into a decider match. On map. I'm getting every word wrong. What's happening?
Just checking. Just looking at what's the decider map between these two. It'll be 2,000 atmospheres.
And we've seen that before.
It's the first map we casted this afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, bold to call it an afternoon. What time is it for you?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, okay.
6:01.
Yep. It's 7:02 for me now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure when daylight savings kicks in for us. I think it's the 27th, and then it'll be 7:02.
I think it's the next week here. And that would be the 27th.
Yeah.
I mean, at least good that the US is putting an end to it on their side.
What?
Now EU should get their stuff together.
Daylight savings, they're just gonna stop it entirely?
I heard they... Or Congress passed something. And apparently it might stop non-daylight saving time or something. I'm not too involved in US politics, but...
Interesting.
Yeah. Honestly, anything is better than changing times twice a year. And it happened again.
Hey!
The times didn't change. But the player colors did.
Wow. I really don't know what to say, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was complaining about changing time zones. Now I'm complaining about changing player colors. I do hate change.
for for the third time this evening, afternoon, evening.
Yeah, indeed.
Well,
Well, let's introduce the players.
yep.
In the top right, the blue Terran from the tank club. It's Harold.
And the red Zerg player in the bottom left-hand corner, 2000 atmospheres. Going pool first, it is Elaine. He plays for my dog.
I do think that Terran SCVs look better in blue.
I think I have to agree with you there. I also think Zerg looks better in red.
Yeah, because like the entire race is themed red.
Yeah.
So just make it a little more red. I think that's better. Better like this.
Yep, I mean Elaine pretty much worked for him worked for him the last map, and I think he's just gonna stick to it. Go pool first, make 6 links, go across the map, and see if you can get any purchase with those links. This
Yeah.
SCV of Herald is gonna make its way across the map, and I wonder if Herald knows exactly what he's looking for. Is it gonna actually see these links, or these links rallied? Oh,
Now he does.
where was he looking?
Well, at least,
He sees that the hatch isn't done yet, so I think that's what
yeah,
he's checking
that
for.
should throw him off.
Yeah, that should definitely be like, excuse me?
If he didn't catch the
Yeah,
link.
there we go. And the Reaper's making his way back home. That's a correct
Yeah,
call.
that's a good choice. I'm not sure he saw the links. They were in his vision, obviously, but he might have not looked at the minimap. It wasn't like necessarily a time where
Oh.
you have to click on the SCV
Yeah.
or look at it. It's macroing, but the door isn't closed. The links already got a marine. The
Yeah.
rest of them will die.
Yeah. I mean, that Reaper
Oh,
nearly got
and they
surrounded
got-
twice. Oh, they got
They
the...
got the SCV building the CC, so delaying that a bit. I'm not sure if that was worth it.
I mean, that Reaper nearly got surrounded twice, and I think if that Reaper gets surrounded, then...
Yeah, that would have been huge.
I mean, you'd have SCVs fighting links, which you don't particularly want to do, but... I mean, it's not end of the world damage. Right now, on the side of Elaine, there's literally only one Zerg thing. Oh, is he going to get the block? He is. And the block on the extractor? No. That's okay. Herald can pretty much sit there and force that drone into an extractor. Oh,
Well done.
Elaine didn't want that to
There's the
happen.
queen. Oh, that's so slow. Brenda, hurry up.
Back in my day, we could fly. Oh, he's gonna get the drone.
Is he now? Oh no!
Gets it. Oh, Elaine.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah. In a little bit too much of a hurry to get that hatchery down. And, yeah, I mean, Herald must be feeling really good about picking off that drone. Brenda? Yeah, he doesn't look happy with what's just happened.
Yeah. Pretty disappointed.
I was about to say, throw down 3 creep tumors, Brenda.
And back comes the Reaper for round 2.
Pick off a creep tuner. Yeah, does he?
Oh, you don't. Yeah,
That would be super cheeky. Oh!
Literally 1 HP.
And the queen's almost
And
taken
for
out
good
there.
measure, Queen's giving the creep tumor 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean, they do pick off the Reaper, so Herald loses a little bit of map control in that regard, but... Yeah, I mean, a really nice early game start, even though Elaine is up in supply at the moment. Elaine, really?
Yeah, I mean, that is because he's pressed the roach button. Roach button, no matter what you do, you're up in supply.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not necessarily up on the army, as these roaches make their way across the map. Along with some links.
Yeah, I do like this consistent Overlord production out of Elaine. I mean, he was in supply block, but, you know, he's got quite a bit of supply available. Morphing 4 Ravager's pretty close to Herald's base, and that's If
Yeah,
those,
making sure you can snipe the tank.
yeah, if those Ravages get in range, if they can corrosive bile down those tanks, then ooh,
Taking out the situation. Piling down depots first. This one will burn down or just get killed off. We now have 2 tanks and some bold marines.
if those corrosive biles needed to start targeting down those tanks. Oh, he says he's gonna
Yeah, they
corrosive bile
throw
down.
on the SUVs and marines.
Yeah.
One tank falls, but the other one's still shredding.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Marauders back last second. But oh, the depot burns down,
Is
and
the
the other
second
one
one
hasn't
gonna
been
burn
checked
down?
on. SUV's not an auto repair. Burns down as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, there was quite a few units that went down there for Elaine, but I mean, he
Yeah,
did
also quite a bit that
went.
died for Harold.
Yeah, on the side. I mean, there were 4 depots. That's 400 minerals.
One tank fell. A good chunk of marines just stood in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, the
This
5
missile turret won't go up.
these Ravages really need. I was gonna say they really need to like target down these tanks. Oh, and he
And
does
they
pick
do.
up both.
All tanks are dead. Except the one that just popped and hasn't sieged yet.
Oof. Does dodge those corrosive biles quite nicely, and oh, doesn't dodge those though.
The medevac's nearly dead,
Wow.
despite Ireland's troops only shooting down.
Yeah, I mean, Elaine
People
did
getting
a
dive down.
really good job of pressing the issue, and I think Elaine's actually going to take this one. I mean, right
Yeah,
ahead and
he's got his all-ins pinned down.
Wow. Very nicely done
Knows
here.
how to do them.
And I think that's going to be it, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Corrosive Bile
I
still
was
hitting.
gonna try to hang on.
GG.
This tournament life after all. It actually isn't that. Alan will go on to the finals.
Wow.
And I said it isn't for Harold because Harold will play for 3rd place. But it's Alan who proceeds into the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm going to throw us into a quick little break while we wait for our... or while we get our second semi-final up and running, which is going to be Suzy Bako, who made it through against CSO's Holt, going up against Seraphet, who took the 2-1 over Danik K 33. So I will throw us into a quick little break, GX, and then when we return, we'll have that second semi-finals for our viewers. So stick around, we'll be right back.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, our legacy.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So, we are ready to kick off our second semi-finals. It is going to be, as you can see on your screen, Susie Bucker against Seraphet. You can hear in the background both these players raring to go. GLHF gets called, and yeah, we're pretty much going to kick this one off straight away. We have spawning over in the top right hand corner with the blue Protoss probes for Team TVD. It is Seraphet. Is it TVD? Yeah, Team Void.
Yeah, it is.
TVD, nice.
On the other side. Seen him before. For Berserker. It's Susie Baka. In the red. And I insist on this staying the same. Because now we have a mirror matchup, and it's actually important that players don't mess around with the colors. I will probably forget once we're in the lobby there.
Yeah, well, I'll try to remember. I will try to remember. Well, I mean, we have my favorite matchup to cast and spectate, because I mean it's not as linear as ZVT, for instance, or TVT. This game can get very crazy, and I do enjoy watching it.
Yeah, both players mirroring builds, as you would expect in the first few minutes. Probes watching each other. Making sure no one's getting cheeky.
Yeah, everything pretty similar. I mean, this is the only real deviation we see here. Stalker Sentry against Adept on the side of Seraphet, but
Quick check. Did you change the scenes? Oh, never mind.
yes,
Literally that second, it changed it for me on the stream.
that's because it's the 2-minute delay.
Yeah.
See?
But I was looking at the timer being like, we're already 2:30 into the game, what's that? Whereas Twitch also adds some delay, and until it gets shown to you it's more than 2 minutes. So I was getting a little worried there. Never mind then. We see Sentry tickling the probe down. And the pylon.
Yeah, I mean the pylon block.
Like you would think that beam does more damage than these small stalker lasers. But nope. It doesn't.
Yeah, I mean both players expanding at the same time. Seraphet is the one who got the pylon block there to slow down the expansion of Susie Baka, but both players throwing down their next side at the same time, so yeah, I mean hallucinates the finish. This is one of the advantages of opening up with the sentries. You get to throw out these hallucinations and actually see what your, I mean it's almost free scouting. does cost energy, but oh, these two adepts do get in, and they're just gonna start to work their way through. Oh,
Oh, not unsynchronized dots.
yeah.
So they could have dealt a bit more damage. It's actually quite okay.
Yeah, I mean, 5 probes for 2 adepts, that's not too bad, but
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, I mean, as it stands now, both players on even work accounts. Blink on the way for Susie Baka. Twilight only about 2/3 of the way done now for Seraph. So Susie Baka, a bit of an advantage there. We'll get a bit more mobility out of his units, but so far, I mean, 10 workers going down on the side of Susie Baka. Seraph doing a good job of getting some.
That Oracle survived on 4 HP.
Wow.
Yeah, and Sulievaka quite correctly getting a shoot battery.
Yep.
Because it's only 1 Oracle for the time being. So that will be pretty much useless unless a second one joins in.
And there, once again, another hallucination making its way across the map. We'll see the gateway explosion on the side of Seraph. So Susie Barker getting some good information, getting a forward, so we'll be the first to really kick off the
Upgrades.
yeah, first to kick off the upgrades. Blink and a Robo on the way for Seraph as well as the forward. So I mean, both these players, we'll see how the engagement looks when we get to the engagement. Or engagements, both players on 3 bases, and it's almost a bit mirrored at the moment.
Yeah, we always have just a few oracles or something, hallucinations flying over,
Yeah. I mean, this is the
checking out the situation.
second Oracle. I mean, he did lose the first one. Seraph did lose the first one, so yeah. I mean, not too much going on just yet, and we'll see which of these players decides to do something crazy. Seraph going for 4 cannons. I mean, oh, the stasis trap. Oof.
Oh, that's rough. Getting half of the probes.
Wow.
That's
kinda
really rough. As the Oracle looks on instead of going away. Still exposed to these stalkers. Now, when does he send the probes back to mining? He does now.
Yeah, and I mean,
All but one. One which got lost,
in the guys that.
left behind.
Oh, no, there we go. Oh, he's gone somewhere else. He's been told to do something else. And I mean, in terms of tech, Susie Buck is getting the Twilight, the Templar Archives, and Seraphit's going for that Darktron. So, I'm not too sure how I feel about the Darktron, because he has to be aware that.
We finally have our first move out though.
Or do we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I believe in
Yes,
that.
we do.
cost of
Seraphid, yes, we do.
I believe in you.
This might actually be quite interesting, in that Seraphid might lose all of the units, because there's an Immortal and more Stalkers on the side of Suzy Baka.
Loses the Warp Prism as well, so.
Yeah. This engagement is pretty one-sided. So now it's Suzy Baka. What? Oh no. Poor Stalker.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphit's warping in these DTs just to get Archons up. Well, on the side of Susie Barker, we have our first Disruptor production on the way.
The army is so out of position. Dark is blinking in, not sure that's even the best idea. Cannon's doing some good damage though.
Oh, Stalker's blinking forward again, and I think Seraphit's got enough to clean this up. That Immortal goes down, and yeah, Seraphit's gonna look to push the envelope. Did Stalker's blink forward once again? Ooh, blink. This charge lot really just... Oh wait, and it managed to pick off that Stalker. Oh, nice.
Yeah, now you can't blink away from the Disruptor, so it picks up 3 Stalkers. Disruptors take quite a long time to recharge.
Oh,
Stalkers blinking on top of the Disruptor. And more Zealots on the side of Susie Baka and the Super Battery.
yeah.
In range of that battery, you don't want to fight. There's also no detection on Susie Baka's side, I think.
Yeah, I mean, these Zealots of
Well,
Susie
1
Barker
DP.
don't have charge.
I'm pretty sure I saw 1 DT in there from Seraphit. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that,
And yes, Seraphit is just pounding through now.
yeah, I mean, that one DT was having to walk around everything, and so we're getting rage of a cannon or something. Is there even an observer? No, there isn't an observer.
Oh, that's a big
Yep.
hit, but it's definitely not enough. Susie Baka agrees. Seraphit gets the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I had a quick look there, and literally the only army unit on the field for Susie Bucket there was a Disruptor, with literally 50-something probes, and a Disruptor. So,
Well, yeah.
yeah, really good to see there from Seraphit. I mean, that first engagement from Seraphit didn't particularly look very good, and then yeah, I mean the counter pressure in terms of colors was Seraphit red, blue.
And then Seraphit was blue. Oh, whatever. Oh man.
I'm just gonna let them stick it out like that.
I wouldn't have even noticed.
Until it started.
Yeah. And you go into the match, and then again something's off. And it's not even quite as noticeable because they're both having the same buildings.
Yeah.
And the same skins. So oh
Yeah.
well. Oh well, oh well.
I'll
At least we got some dogs
yeah, it is.
in the bottom right. The now red Protoss. Up 1-0 is Seraphit. Again, the player counters have changed.
And in the top left-hand corner, his opponent for Team Berserker once again. The blue Protoss probes at Susie Baka. I mean, these engagements can go really one-sided really quickly, so
So far, no dog spontaneously exploded.
bummer, man. This is the dog map, the exploding dog map.
If who's a good boy?
Definitely looks like a good boy.
Yeah, not exploding. Here though, we've got our first blood incoming. No, we don't. Both probes have healed back up.
And both production tabs pretty much exactly the same. So
This is a cheeky pylon. What are you planning to proxy, Susie Baka?
I'm curious.
Tell us more.
Tell us.
As the pylon finishes up, we may find out it's a robo.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphit going for the pylon block once again, so.
Yeah, oh, we'll immediately scout and
Wow.
accidentally not find the Nexus. But the robo.
Yeah, instead looking for a Nexus and finds a proxy robo, so.
That's unfortunate. But cheeky as he is, Seraphid also getting a cyber core down.
Well, I mean, is Suzabaka attacking his own pylon?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
I think that's a misclick. Stalker, hello.
Oh, there we go.
So this is a this is a friendly pylon. He did actually reduce its actual health. Such a tragedy. That pylon will never recover.
Yeah. A little bit of hull damage there to the pylon. As yeah, Suzabaka's kind of just gonna let that.
Yeah, hello Stalkers, where are you going? Did he? I think he F2A moved his immortal here. And well, or F2 right clicked rather. Yep, he notices. Would be cool to be able to see players' control groups somehow in game hard.
Hmm.
I know it's in that other interface. No, not in game hard. Sorry, in the ESL interface. There are two other interfaces: the WCS interface, on which gamer this one is based, but also this other weird one. There you can actually toggle control groups. But we have a fight now.
Yeah, and that's shield battery. Doesn't
Baka
have.
decides
Yep.
to push the issue. Oh, both batteries out of power. And might just be able to push through.
Yeah.
Immortal plus more stalkers.
It's two more.
So way
stalkers.
better. Immortal focuses down the pylon. So one of the gates goes down. Probe's fighting. Might be able to push this back. Here comes a prism, making sure not too much dies. And perhaps warping in some reinforcements. No such thing yet though.
I mean, the really big thing here is Blink about to finish for Seraphit, but no Blink done for Suzabaka.
Yeah, not
so
even on the way or anything. We try to all in this.
Oh,
Oh well, all in would be an overstatement, seeing that he's expanding behind this. Transitioning out of an all in. While still pushing on.
yeah, I mean, doing a pretty good job on his side of the map. That Nexus is only about 2/3 of the way done, but he's completely denied mining on the Nexus of
Yeah, and he
Seraphit.
might get a kill. It's not looking like there's anything Seraphit can do right now to save the Nexus, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Sacrifices it, and that puts Suzibaka in a very good position.
Yeah, who is up 10 workers at the moment,
And the base.
Oi.
I think you can just walk up the ramp. Yeah, there's a force field, which is bad. Warps in some stalkers on the high ground. Because why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some probes getting pulled into the fight here. They're getting a little bit body block.
Not
bombs.
enough.
Yeah, it's not enough. Wow.
This immortal will die instantly. That's so mortal, huh?
Wow. I mean,
Giving us another 1-1.
yeah, I mean, I can't say I was expecting that even in the slightest, but
I think it was so big that in the beginning, he took out the pylon powering both batteries. I mean, we can't deny his army was bigger, but at that point,
yeah.
there was no way to defend the low ground base.
Yeah, but I mean, you scout that robo like so early, like accidentally scout the robo, and then it shows your opponent shows up with 2 immortals. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? I mean, it was very nicely done there to tie up the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what you're supposed to do in that situation. Seraphet with a pretty strong army, and even though the first army got pushed back, I mean the reinforcements and even that warping on the high ground, even though he didn't have blink, he did have that warp prism, and I think that gives him the ability to push up the ramp, because you saw that force field on the ramp.
Yeah.
The force field on the ramp really like zoning that army off, and I think he actually loses an immortal on that ramp, an immortal and a stalker. So having that warp prism to help shuttle units up and actually just do a straight up warping on the high ground, really helping cement the lead there. But anyways, in the last map that we have, spawning in the top right hand corner with the blue Protoss probes, playing for Team The Void, it is Seraphet.
Blue, the color that won both matches. With Seraphet the first, Susie back in the second. Susie Baka there still believes in the red despite having won game 2 in blue. It's Berserker's Susie Baka. Yeah, colors changing twice a series. I just get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, both players have definitely had their second gas stolen way too many times. I saw Susie Bucket just go in and have a look there, and definitely both gases being taken, so
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, as this game sort of kicks off, where both players just hovering around in their opponent's base, just keeping tabs on what's going on. There's going to be an adept opener here on the side of Seraphet, where Susie Bucket choosing to go Stalker. We'll see if Susie Bucket can keep the door closed when these adepts try to shade in. In the first game, Seraphet actually managed to get the adepts in, but I mean, got 5 probes, but those adepts weren't synchronizing their shots, so definitely could have been 8 plus. So, let's see what this game has in store for us.
We have Susie Baka closing the door in Seraphet's base. Already home again.
Yeah, and Seraphet.
Seraphet with the block once again. Give us the Cybercore.
No probe for a Cybercore.
Alright there.
Here it comes.
I was confusing colors again.
The probe was coming back in. I mean, the probe is just north right to up and to the right of our screen, yeah. The probe was coming in for the cyber core, but it was just too late, and I like the fact that Seraph had pulled back just to keep that probe alive.
Here though, come the adepts. See how much they can do, considering there is quite a bit of army at home. That's a ship battery. Huh. To block off the run. You usually see pylons there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, whatever works.
Yeah. Whatever you just happen to have hotkeyed.
Yeah. As yeah, these adepts do manage to make it in now, but I mean, they're not going to get as much done. They're not going to get anything done at all. I think that's what, 2 probes went down.
Ah, not even.
Not even
And
one
I
probe.
think it was a single one.
Wow.
The adept oracle.
Those
So
2
seem to make
oracles.
something. Something, yeah. There's a second one. This battery hasn't finished. He would have to pounce on this quickly. He doesn't, so
Yeah.
that would only leave the option of a stasis ward. As the other oracle gets phased away as well. Speaking of stasis awards,
Well, let's get a couple. And in the main, another stasis ward goes off in the main as well. That literally
doesn't
gets.
really get anything. Probes getting pulled. Oh, the follow-up stasis.
Oh, does manage to pick it off in time.
Barely
So.
gets denied.
Wow.
This one gets another 5 workers. It adds up over time. This one won't be placing a stasis ward anytime soon.
Susie Bucket definitely making sure of that.
As we say that, the army pulls away. Oracle
Ooh.
flies over the net. Susie Bacchus airspace. And pull the army out of position, theoretically. You could go ahead with another stasis here. The Oracle, though, not interested yet. In such a genius move. But Seraphit is interested, though. In
The Dark Shrine.
that's a genius move as well. Why can't you center anything that's like close to the end of the map? It's the closest I can get to it.
Really?
Yeah, you can't like go any further to the bottom right.
Oh.
We'll just go around here.
Yeah, I mean, this game is starting to look a little bit similar to one of the others.
Oh, here comes the Oracle. It doesn't need a stasis. It just kills all of the probes.
He's gonna get a revelation and get out of there. So
That's good. Why stasis the probes if you can just kill them?
And Darkshrone's about to finish up, or Darkshron literally finishes up on the side of Seraphit. Both players going for the Robo Bay as well, so. Oh man, that pylon.
Oh, that's barely out of vision. Now, if the pylon finishes, it's very much in vision.
Wow. Feels bad.
Speaking of pylon, Seraphit was a bit supply blocked. And is well aware of the position of Tsuzibaka's army, which is right beside his base.
Wow.
Down to cheeky stasis.
Yeah, Tsuzibaka pushing
Working
up
up,
here. Yeah, I was
but
gonna
that is not the direction where Seraph expanded.
The War Prism did warp
And
in
Tsuzibaka just goes home.
a single DT, and I think that DT is heading into the third base, walking in.
Does he assume that Seraph is still on 3 bases? Because he hasn't spotted the 4th one here.
Shield battery's not going to save those DTs. There's another 2 DTs warping in, 3 DTs in the main, 1 in the natural. Well, there we go. The observer does show up, and these DTs are going to have to split.
Oh, that's fine. They're dealing you a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
This one here died. They should all be dead, but
one more hiding
now
in the
they're all
north.
dead. We're getting prism speed on the side of Tsuzibaka. Could elaborate on that.
Wow, another gate. 8 more gateways on the way for Seraphit. This looks like Seraphit's about to ramp up for some sort of aggression.
Yeah, I love this standoff. Oh well, Tsuzibaka has decided to move his army away, and is now blocked by his own Archons. Is he aware of the DT there?
No? Oh man, and Seraphit's just there ready, waiting to get back in. Wow.
Just sees his probes disappear.
Wow, another 5 workers going down. Seraphit doing a really good job this game of getting some good economic damage.
Yeah, he also has good map control. What happened there?
Wow. Wow.
You can stasis troops warping in?
Apparently.
I didn't know. And it stops them from warping. That's... I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Now they can continue warping in.
Wow. +2 on the way for Seraphit, with +1's only starting now for Tsuzibaka's. Oh, but that's +3 and +2. Seraphit not messing around, he's going up for +3 upgrades, and here's 2 disruptors on the low ground here. Ooh.
Oh, they're pretty exposed.
Yeah.
Now making their way back into the army.
Yeah, I mean, what's just to the left of our screen? Yeah, GX. Is that the War Prism warping unit?
That's a prism Oracle Anastasis.
Oh man.
Oh.
That
As the Oracle comes back and the stasis just stays.
yeah, that purification over picking up all of those DTs, such a lucky pickoff there for Tsuzibaka. But Seraphit's still poised here around this 4th base.
He doesn't mess up with these stasises. He puts them down and through another 3 Archons.
What a juicy purification over that was.
These shots.
Yeah, really good. Seraphit with the disruptor lead now, 4 disruptors to the 0 of Tsuzibaka.
Yeah, the disruptors have to reload though. Oh, another stasis forward.
Wow.
These stasises are so effective at just keeping the army size down, or the fighting army size at least.
Yeah, these charge lots actually getting, or Zealots actually quite chunky. They don't have
Yeah,
charge.
they're not charge lots.
Yeah, they're really
pretty important.
Well, these stalkers from the stasis would get freed, and yeah, Seraphit's targeting down this Nexus as loses a couple.
I'm not sure you should target the probe there.
Yeah. Oh, what a huge whooping of DTs.
This is such a mess. Yeah, there's no detection for Tsuzibaka. He could just go in. Oh, this disruptor
Gets picked up just
taken out.
last second, as I think
yeah, he should just go in with these DTs. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's absolutely
nothing
no
to spot.
detection.
Big hit now on the rest of the disruptors. And again, just use the DTs. There's nothing that can see them.
Yeah, there's no detection. I would like to see Seraphit get some charge. I mean, if you look at the difference between his Zealots and the Zealots of Suzibaka, I mean, you can actually see
Yeah,
just
these
there,
Zealots and Seraphit are so useless.
that first purification Nova gets off, and Seraphit's really doing a good job of keeping these disruptors alive, but the rest of
it's
oh,
about the only thing that's staying alive, but
yeah,
so big.
13 more Zealots on the way here for Seraphit, I think.
I'm not sure where they're warped in.
Oh,
Are they in
there's
the main? In his main, I mean. They might be. 2 big shots take out a huge chunk of Stalkers and Disruptor.
well,
But now his Disruptors went down as well. Oh, this is funny.
wow.
The Oracle actually runs out of energy. Big round of Stalkers. Suzibaka finally warping in on an Observer. He might get unlucky and have that Observer sniped immediately.
Suzibaka actually has 3 observers. After
Alright, there's one now. And he's fighting in cannon range.
Yeah, but he's in oof, picks off the Nexus and then gets a pretty good purification Nova off there, so yeah, Seraphit's really looking to keep the pressure on Suzibaka as Suzibaka goes down to 3 bases. He's taking the 4th base at the 6 o'clock position, but I mean this fight over here is really just going in favor of Suzibaka.
It's not, no.
Wow, some more slow Zealots eventually join.
Seraphit pounding through. Now there are some Dark Templars from Suzibaka, but there's detection for
Yeah.
Seraphit.
Wow.
Seraphit takes the W.
Wow, man, what a chaotic game. Seraphit doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on, I think. All the time, just sort of being in Suzibaka's face. Not giving him a moment to compose himself, and yeah, I suppose getting the W there. He's going to go on to face Elaine, so we're going to have a PVZ. We're going to have a PVZ to finish this one off. I'm going to throw us into a quick little Carbot break. Shout out to Carbot for letting us use their content. Some really nice StarCraft 2 animations. So if you don't, go check them out on YouTube and what any other social media platforms that they do. But I'm going to throw on a Carbot video and we'll get our grand final of the Contender number 18 set up and ready to go. So don't go anywhere, stick around.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld. And with it, we retake our homeworld. We retake our home. We retake. Your destiny. Flawless victory. Get over. Your destiny. Flawless victory. Fight! Excellent, Cyrax. Sector. Smoke. Motaro. Jade. Kitana. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Soma. Jax. Marina. Johnny Cage. Raiden. Kung Lao. Reptile. Come on. You can. Sit down. Ermac. Shiva. Lee. Cyrax. Shao Kahn. Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Get over. Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Fight! Finish him.
Excellent. Cyrax. Sector. Smoke. Motaro. Jade. Kitana. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Soma. Jax. Melina. Johnny Cage. Raiden. Kung Lao. Reptile. Come on. You can. Sit down. Ermac. Shiva. Lane. Silent. Shao Kahn. Choose your destiny. Flawless.
Hello everybody and welcome back. So we have our grand finals pretty much ready to get going. We have Elaine taking on Seraphit, so we have a PVZ to kick us off, or to finish us off of contender number 18. Jax, what do you think of our first PVZ for the evening? How do you think this is gonna go?
Well, let's take a look. I don't think we could put go because we do have.
Oh wait, how did that swap around?
Yep. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Now it's the correct PvP.
No, PVZ.
But it's also the correct players in the lobby.
Yep. And we're kicking this one off. What do you think of this PVZ? Think we're gonna get some long games?
No.
Nice.
Seraphit seem to have their timing attacks pretty pinned down. So perhaps we'll see some of those in this best of 5. Will we see a timing? Some big push, maybe some cheeky stuff from this player in the bottom left. We got Protoss Seraphit for Team Void.
And in the top right hand corner, his opponent with the blue Zerg drones. Is he playing for Mardog? Yeah, playing for Team Mardog. It's Elaine.
Gonna pick the dog map.
Yeah. Is it chosen? Or has it been vetoed? I don't know.
I can quickly take a look at the map. We have 2K, that's what we're playing right now. After that, Hardwire, Glittering Ashes, and then Berlingrad. So we'd have to go to map 4. At least if I remember that Berlingrad is the dog map.
Yes, that is the dog map.
Good.
Our explosive dog map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphit coming into the main base of Elaine is going to scout and see, okay, it's not a pool first. It's just a normal 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. Pretty stock standard opener on both sides. Gateway into Nexus on the side of Seraphit, so everything is as it should be for a sort of macro game, or leading up into what we hope Seraphit can pull out is some timing attacks. Elaine did have that really strong roach push against Terran. Seems to have that that sort of like all-in build down. So I'd like to see what he can bring to the table against Seraphit. So it's a best of 5. So I mean, if you go down 1-0 or even 2-0, I mean, there's an opportunity to bring it back. We've definitely seen.
Get this overload on the fish. like these big, huge like whales or something with all their small fish.
Yeah. Oh yes.
At the
yes.
side,
Yeah.
just eating of their skin. I
Overlord.
wouldn't eat of that overlord. Doesn't sound very healthy.
Oh, especially when they drop creep. No, thank you.
Yeah, nah.
His skin looks quite unit skin really, because I mean that's a stock standard hatch, but the unit skin looks quite interesting. Almost looks a little bit robotic.
Yeah, that's the simulant skins. Basically, the Terran experimented creating their own Zerg, which went badly wrong, since they created their own Zerg. So it was kind of a success, lore-wise, I think. Oh,
Oh,
hello?
oh, it's Elaine.
I pressed the pause button.
No. I don't think I can pause.
Alright, I can either.
Feels bad, man. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. Oh. What is it?
Yeah, but they're just completely gone.
Yeah, like that's completely dead. So. Oh.
Well,
Take us back to the main screen for now while we try to get this sorted out.
yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, we have an auto now, since we're in the waiting thing.
that's interesting. I suppose we can straight up resume from replay.
Yeah. Please don't show my chat messages.
No, they've gone.
I just ran I hit the enter key at random times.
They're not gone. Lol. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, very clever. Yeah, I tricked myself.
Okay.
I said we'll return to the main screen and then selected the wrong scene. Tisk tisk, disappointing. Yeah, well,
Alan disconnected from the party.
it's offline completely. So, I mean,
Yep. Okay, re-invite them.
it says offline completely.
They're back on chat. Oh no. They just said sorry a second ago.
Let's see. I do wonder if that's offline on Blizzard.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll put
well,
in the channel.
yeah. Let me. Oof.
Let's hope we can.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. retake our home. We retake.
Hello everybody and welcome. Sorry for the somewhat technical
Oh,
difficulties.
I'm a freaking idiot.
Apparently we still have more technical difficulties. It's okay. We'll get this right.
Because I have the wrong overlay, with which I can't control the thing.
Oh, bummer. Lol.
Uh,
Lol. So we're just gonna resume from replay. One of the players had a bit of a technical
Disconnect.
problem, and so yeah, we're just gonna resume from replay.
Options, observer and replay. Change that to default. A command will not be available unless player changes their interface. And you need to change the observer interface as well.
To
You
what?
take
Pro
command on the
2020
player.
or
Just default.
okay, let's hit default on mine.
Yeah. It's a little unfortunate for the stream, but actually, thinking if you actually need to
I
do
did
that
it
as
anyway.
well. Yeah, whatever.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
Just need to get this game going.
Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere.
Yep. Seeking through the map, reliving all the memories.
Give me 2 seconds, yes. Hey, sorry, I'm back. So where are we?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where that is. There should be the option to just pick a player. Oh man. Take control. Yeah, this is the point the chat message come in.
Yes.
Oh, I can set it up.
Have you figured it out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, what do we do?
Here. So, Ellen should. Oh no, you're disconnecting now. Hello.
I'm still here. Yes.
You're still here? Okay, cool. I need to go back a bit. No, that's not back enough.
Cool.
So now, can I? Oh, okay, cool.
Figure it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, you click the button and it immediately goes. Players should be able to play again.
Yeah.
Yep, looks good. Man, that was a journey.
Yeah, it looks like everything's cool. Players
Yeah.
are kicking off, I mean.
They definitely can't read that message.
Oh yes, that's a good
As
point.
they're
It
playing.
says observers.
Yeah.
I should have pushed
Quick
tab.
reminder to change the interface again before the next match.
Yes, I shall. And yeah, I mean, let's get back into this one. 4 minutes in. Got a little bit of a gateway explosion coming out of Seraph. It's going 3 gates in a Darktron, so definitely looking to be a little bit aggressive. Or do you think that's just his choice of pathway to getting to Archons?
I think we've seen him roll the Darktron now quite often. It's just part of his playstyle. And this is part of his playstyle as well. And oh no.
Yeah,
Invisible people are hitting.
do we have any detection at all? No. Not
I
even
don't think so. He's morphing an Overseer.
2
This
spores.
base, I'm pretty sure it will fall. There's nothing stopping it. Oh no. The DT's getting distracted.
Oh, the
Just finish it off.
transfusion comes
He
in,
does.
but not in time. His DTs do get
Takes all 3 off.
picked up, and we'll get out of there relatively safely. Yeah, Seraph at least picks off a hatch, and I think as a Protoss player you really do want to be keeping that Zerg player on as few bases as possible. So and those DTs, even though they've been revealed, they aren't completely useless. They can morph into Archons, as I was suggesting earlier, and Archon's really good at just soaking up Ling Bane aggression, so we will see what Seraphat chooses to do with that Darktron a little later on, as wow, this overlay is very strange. Hello.
Yeah, it is. It really is. At least we can see the players' control groups.
Oh yes, I guess that is true.
So that's a plus. It might feel like we're playing or not.
Yeah, that's what that's really what was getting to. I was like, why does this look so strange? Like
Yeah, and even all the hotkeys have like their in the bottom right have their hotkeys assigned, and you can't even click on the fields. I just didn't do anything.
yeah, I mean a double Archon drop here. I'm picking off a queen. Very nicely done there. Ooh. Oh, these Ravagers gonna bile down the
Oh, okay, good. He's looking.
Wow. That could have been very hurtful if Elaine managed to get that right. Yeah, I mean these roaches with speed coming around are going to be able to shoo away that War Prism with the double Archons. Well, as I say that, the Archons are just going to drop in and they look to pick off another queen. They do pick off another queen. How many queens is that this so far, GX? How many queens have gone down this game so far? 4?
I can't check because I don't have the correct overlay.
Ah, this is
Yes, you don't have the.
these fancy
Ah.
things.
It's unfortunate.
Hmm. But I mean, the dust settles and let's have a look. In terms of workers, we've got 65 drones to the 57 probes, so and the Hydralisk Den. Interesting. Roach Ravager. Hydra. Interesting composition to go for. But we'll see how it plays out. not looking to. I was gonna say not looking to push out and do too much, and sort of sticking back at the moment, but with a serious supply lead, which is obviously inflated by being mostly Roach Ravager. Yeah, lanes are gonna look to push across the map, and there are 4 Immortals here at home for Seraphit, so Seraphit.
Yeah, these are some big force fields. Cutting off a huge chunk of the army.
One Immortal sort of caught out on turn. He's gonna fall down. He's gonna go down with some corrosive bars are gonna force the Protoss just to move out a little bit. Some good micro here on the side of the lane, sort of trying to get as big of a concave as possible, but yeah, Seraphit with enough at the moment. With one disruptor moves too far forward, gets picked off immediately. Big force fields once again are gonna cut off a few units, but it's gonna be a successful hold here for Seraphit, and it's gonna be a really good cleanup. The Stalkers do blink forward and pick off the remaining retreating roaches. Now Seraphit gonna push across the map and look to build on that momentum.
Something is very annoying with this interface because you can click on the map,
Yeah.
and like on the minimap you can scroll around with your mouse, obviously. But pressing the mouse wheel and dragging also acts like you're left clicking on the minimap like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't think that it's normally doing that because that doesn't happen usually.
Yeah, I mean, a couple
Not
of
even.
offensive reinforcements here. Some really good force fields, really blocking up quite a bit of this defensive army here for Elaine. Yeah, these Hydro Roach Ravagers, I don't think it's going to be enough to... I don't think it's going to be enough to make a successful defense here, and I think Seraphit might just have game 1.
Yeah, it looks that way. I mean, it certainly already turned into his direction when he got the third base.
Yeah.
Now, oh, big
Purification
shots on
over,
the
but
disruptor. But
I mean, it is going to get
getting
cleaned up
pushed
here.
back, however.
Wow. Loses the main hatch, and I mean, Elaine is going to start to rebuild it immediately, but they are still zealots in his main base, and yeah, I mean, this is
Fortunately for Alan, he has his lair in the natural.
Yeah.
Not in the main. Look, it happened again.
Yeah.
Click on the map and drag it. Nah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a
Annoying.
first lurker is on the way. 2 lurkers are on the way now. So, I mean, this could be the turning point for the Zerg. I don't know if the observer is still here. So, there's going to be detection for these lurkers. Oh man, that purification
it's a
Nova.
beautiful Nova.
Very classy. Yep. GG, and Seraphit takes game number 1 after a little bit of a bumpy start with the DC and all the technical difficulties and everything, but
Indeed. Reminder to change the interface to Pro 2020.
I'm on it. Never know what hit him. Good old ghost from Brood War.
Yeah.
I'm gone. Oh, okay. Anyways,
That.
Hardwire would be the next one.
Let me double check. Yes.
You are
Yes, you're correct.
you are the party leader, so Hardwire
Oh God, I forgot.
would be good. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ah. I forgot.
I'm just a lowly peasant
sorry.
here. I'm just a lowly peasant here. Ooh. We'll try something different, apparently. Nice.
Hmm?
Go, go. No, no, not from the
Go
players.
from all players.
Okay.
Yep. The color's still the same. I don't care. They actually are.
Observer plus.
Oh yeah. Very much good. I like that interface. Shift B to get the battle report.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
It will be indeed. Oh, it's so good to have a normal interface again.
I'll let you kick us off.
Yeah, and the top right. The blue Zerg player down 1-0. He's Alan.
And in the bottom left with the red Protoss probes for Team Void, it's Seraphit. Yeah, let's see what game 2 has in store for us. Hopefully no hiccups and we can just continue this one.
Yeah, let's hope so.
What's in those little cylinders in the middle of the map there? Hydralisk? No,
I don't think so.
no. I wonder what that is.
We might need to see it moving when troops are nearby. So, well, it unfortunately wasn't close enough. But can you tell us more?
Bot 86, tell us. Tell us.
He's maybe a little shy.
Yeah. Wait, are they all bot 86?
That's a good question. It was for me as well, so I assume, yeah, they all are.
Yeah. Losers. I'm pretty
That
stock,
one as well.
pretty stock standard opener, yeah. Maybe it's bot version 86. So,
Yeah, getting through these iterations to make the best
bot.
cleaning
bot.
bots Hardwire has ever seen. Here we get a look now.
No. Doesn't look like too much. These maps do look really
Maybe
nice.
some of these Terran experiments. The Terrans who left this map as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's
There's a binding in there, isn't it?
a Bailey.
Like in the second cylinder.
Does look like the little green sack on the Bailey. Yeah. These links sharp and they are actually going to just chase this probe away from putting the third down. So, I mean, Seraphit is now aware that Elaine is going to expand and
Yeah, we might be able. Yeah, that's definitely binding.
definitely Bailey.
And a Zealot next to it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Like, these maps are so detailed. It's amazing. That's a Hydralisk. Flashing there.
As we are going to see the first Void Ray of the evening. Wow.
Yeah, it got nerfed.
Did it get nerfed or did it just go back to normal?
Hmm?
Did it get nerfed or did it go back to normal? Because I think
I
the
think they
build...
just implemented the entire PTR.
Hmm.
I haven't checked, but
I'd li-
I think they got nerfed. From what I've seen on SE2 Twitter at least.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, was that... did they not just go back to what they were before they got buffed? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
They've just reverted back to...
I can't remember.
I do
You
think-
might be right about that.
Yeah, I think they just made them a little bit too strong and they're like, okay, well, we'll just put these back to normal. It only took them, like, how long? A year and 3 months for the patch or something? was a very long time that Void Rays got good. Oh, that's an unfortunate completion of this shade. Yeah, the Void Ray is going to work its way through the Overlords hanging around the Protoss space, so that first Overlord going down is going to supply block Elaine a little bit, and I'm sure the Void's going to go hunt immediately for the Overlord on the high ground at the natural, and Elaine's going to have to put, yep, going to have to put a couple more Overlords in the production tab. And Aspire. Spire vs Glaive Adepts. Well, that's one dead Nexus. And then we 3 dead Adept as well. I mean, for the cost of the Lings, I don't know if it's really that cost effective, but I suppose just keeping the Protoss, as much as you want to keep the Zerg on a low base count and on a low drone count, you also want to stop the Protoss from amassing a huge amount of army. So I don't mind what Elaine's done there. Oh, and these Lings are just going to come back around and get the cancel on the third again. That'll be so nice. Yeah, they do. They come right back in and they're going to get the cancel on this. The Queens, in the meantime, are going to start to work away at the Void Ray on the creep at the front there. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it has to be a cancel. And now there's just way too many Adepts for those Lings to get this around. Resonating Glaive's about to finish up 5 seconds out, and yeah, I like this movement, the Ling movement for Elaine, really, not just committing the Lings either to offensive or taking them all the way back for defensive. They're going to push in again and get a cancel on that third. Really nicely done. There's 8 Mutas on the way for Elaine, but quite a few Resonating Glaive Adepts about to shade into his base, so we'll see if Elaine can actually keep this one pinned down as his Mutas now reveal themselves. The Adepts are definitely going to finish their shade into the natural mineral line, and so far 2 drones going down. Very quick drone pool as the Queen gets target fired here by these Adepts as a couple Lings show up. They are going to start to clean up theirs. Another 6 Adepts shade up into the third base, and we're going to see quite a few more drones go down. Adepts trying to target fire some of those drones, but yeah, so far 7 going down. Mutas going across the map as yeah, there's 3 Queens here and quite a few Lings back at home to try to clean up these Adepts. And meanwhile, Muta's gonna go to the other side. 1 Artosis pylon here, trying to power 3 gates. I think the 4th one is powered by the, oh no, all 4 powered by the 1 pylon. Wow. A little bit unfortunate. A couple of these Stalkers still shooting this gateway is, I think Seraphit's attention is somewhere else. Yeah, there we go. Queues up 2 pylons to avoid that happening again, as centrifugal hooks is on the way for the Banelings, of which there are none on the field just yet, but oh, the door is open. Get in, get in. Wow. And finally the Stalkers managed to get in and block those Lings from actually getting in and doing some serious economic damage, but the Lings do get us around on those Stalkers, and I think Elaine might just be snowballing the amount of damage that is able to get done. Yeah, Super Factory gets activated. That's going to keep these, well, it's not going to keep these probes alive. Wow. Okay. Just enough Mutas there to one-shot those probes, and Elaine ties up the series. We are going to get to the dog map. GX, are you still with me? Are you still my friend?
For sake.
Dude. I was just wondering, and then I just thought, yeah, well, maybe. Oh,
How
man.
did this keep happening?
Oh man, that's so beautiful, dude.
How?
Didn't you notice while I was just could
Not really.
you didn't even, was I just talking over you, or were you just patient quietly listening to me mumble jumble?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I need. How long have I?
I don't know, man. You're gonna have to watch the stream to find out. Because I just realized you weren't saying anything. I was like, okay, well, you're still there. Maybe, you just had to mute your mic for something.
Yeah, like that happens, but usually it's like 10 seconds or something. Oh my. We can give the player 1 second. Put Seraph in there. Know what we're gonna do. A race check maybe.
Yeah, good, good.
This is gonna be amazing. Watch this. All the players ready? They are. Let's go.
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
Actually, the skin set selection is just for me, right?
Probably.
Okay.
But
Anyways, I'll see them. I'll see some cool skins.
Oh, that was so funny, dude. I figured you were awfully quiet for some reason, and so I thought I would just let you know.
Yeah.
Lol. Anyways. In the bottom left-hand corner with the blue Zerg drones. Looking to build on the victory of the last map and take us into a... Oh, he's already taken us into the dog map. It's the blue Zerg player from my dog. It's Elaine.
He did.
He takes us to the dog map.
Yeah, and the top right. And the red Protoss. With a skin that you can't see. Seraphit. I gotta give you the game, the logos mod.
Which mod?
Like the there's a file you put in. You can put in your StarCraft folder. I'm not sure if you might have that actually. Where you can like put the logos on the map etc.
That would be cool.
And then you can actually also customize the skins that the players have. And that's also how they give them the players like their team logos etc. And for example ESL.
Yeah, it sounds good, dude. I suppose that's what they would have done with IM at Katowice, with the team logos in the mineral lines and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly that.
Well, I mean, Elaine did open pool first and has gone for 6 lings that are chasing this probe back home.
A little hesitant to fight.
Yeah.
There's some good surface area on that. Oh, getting this out of position. Very dangerous.
A couple of these lings are quite low HP, so...
And now they dead pups. Putting an end to this early pressure.
Yeah, Twilight and Aroba on the way here for Seraphit, so... Looking to take up relatively quickly here.
Wait, you actually do see the skins that I said.
Yes, I do.
Never mind then.
I thought the Protoss looked a bit different. Same color though.
Yeah. I think that's the most important part. You can mess with the viewers though. The players just see the default skins, by the way. So. That was quite interesting.
Yeah, Charge is going to be the first upgrade coming out of that Twilight. This slow OV making its way into the main bases. Gonna get a full scout. It's gonna see the Templar and the fact that it is upgrading. So Elaine gonna note 1 of 3 possible upgrades, and definitely sees the Robo. Yeah, 3 more gates on the way for Seraphit, or is there 4 more gates on the way for Seraphit? So, as you mentioned before, Seraphit, we see quite a few good timing attacks. But speaking of timing attacks, we've also seen Elaine do a pretty good timing attack. So,
Yeah, let's look at this one.
that was super
Burst
bad.
the wall with approximately 20 banelings.
Yeah,
Just opens the door. These banelings were wasted. But an Atosis pylon, where have we seen that before?
yeah.
Everything falling, unit-wise. Immortal is down.
Ling's now working on
No
those
more
pro.
battery cyber.
Wow.
The gate is unpowered as well, and the links keep streaming in. None of these pylons on the low ground will finish. You will be able to build units.
Yeah, there's a lot of gates in the main base. So, some of those warp gates only finishing up now as
Oh, the door wasn't close enough with it.
yeah, Lings do get a good
Yeah,
surround
that's
on,
okay.
good surface area on these units here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. These probes get pulled into some morphing banelings, and I don't think that's really what you want to be doing as Seraphit.
Yeah, it's dangerous to say the least.
Oh, they finish up and the probes are rallied into the mineral line. Oof, 9 probes going down so far, and these probes are now running for their dear lives. There's a little,
Running into the
all of those banelings.
Zerglings. That's
Wow.
a disaster for Seraphit. Seraphit agrees. 2-1. Favor of Ellen.
Wow.
We'll have his home map next. With Berlingrad.
On the dog, man.
Indeed.
And the colors remain the same, man.
Yeah. What
Bless.
else do we have? What's Cerberus? Oh, I think that's like the Terran, the clone. Race check.
Here we go. Go, go. These guys are not mucking about. Ready, ready. Interesting. I wonder if
Well
I
then.
can just copy this and
Let's go into map number 4.
paste a duplicate. Duplicate. Interesting.
And now, just to make sure, the viewers are as confused as we are when players usually switch colors. It's not players switching colors, but switching skins, and it's our decision. Look at these. Zerg.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure that's the one I thought it was. No, it is. It is. That's the Terran Zerg clone. Or hybrid, whatever, in the
Kick
bottom
us
right. Up to 1. The Zerg player from my dog. Has a dog.
Ooh.
Alan.
My dog.
Look,
Has the
that's
dog.
that's his dog.
And he's being a dog going for a 12 pull. Ooh, and his opponent in the top right hand corner, the red Protoss probes. A really cool skin on this one as well, I must say. It is Team Void's Seraphit. Actually, I shouldn't.
He also has a dog. Perhaps that dog
Yeah.
is actually spotting. I mean, for perhaps that is his dog.
Yeah. Seraphit is
Getting
gonna see that
cruised
it's a
over the
12
road.
pool. Oh wow. Seraphit is gonna see that it is a 12 pool. So should be prepared for the incoming Zerglings, but I mean those Zerglings start to nibble away at the probe, and almost would have liked to have seen them just rally straight across the map and get there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
He
12
even-
pool drone pool. We're doing this.
Yeah, that's certainly a way to play the game.
We're doing this apparently. I mean those
I'm
drones are
not
obviously
sure
just.
it's a good one
those-
if you have.
Mm,
If you're playing. Oh, is he building a hatchery here? I think he is.
has the minerals for it.
Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't anymore. He built a pair of lings. This drone looks like it wants to build a hatch, but
Yeah, the drones are just gonna mineral
not
walk
right
through.
now. They're mineral walking in there.
They kind of need to go further in, yeah. That's exactly what you want to do. Now it's pros versus drones. The first zealot goes down, another zealot being chrono boosted out, but these lings are now inside, and I think these drones, yeah, they also need to get into the fight. I don't know what's actually going on here in terms of numbers, but
Yeah,
we've
I
got,
think it's just the lings very powerful versus one zealot.
yeah, and 12 probes. We've got,
I would say Alan has the upper hand.
yeah, slightly. I think Alan's at least mining at home, so. But a good surface
Yeah,
area
that
here
as
for
well.
Zerg, but I mean we've got 6 probes and a zealot, 5 drones and 9 Zerglings, so
Oh no, this is so close, but
this is
it
so
looks like
close.
Alan is winning out.
yeah, he does
That
actually
is
finally
running.
get that zealot, and wow, I think Alan's actually done this with a
There's-
12 pool drone pool.
Well, there are still 2 probes alive.
Oh no, he just ran past the one of the only 2 probes alive. A couple more
Yeah, no,
Zerglings
that's
shot.
fine. This probe will fall. Where's the other probe? Here it is.
Hiding in the main. As
But
Seraphit,
that is very much it.
I mean Seraphit has minerals, yeah. Oh wow, GG. Oh
Wow. Alan really?
Yeah. I mean, wow. Big ups to Ellen pulling out the 12 pool drone pool on match point. And securing the victory. Wow.
What a map.
What a strategy, man. Wow. Well done. You were talking about Seraphit being able to pull out those timing attacks. Looked like Elaine had that one down. Pretty
Oh yeah, very
convincingly.
much. He knew exactly what he had to do.
Yeah, pretty
Mineral
convincing.
walking the probes, the drones through, getting this around.
And I got close there. I mean,
Well done.
yeah, well done to Elaine. Unlucky to Seraphit, and yeah, Elaine's gonna take it in the bronze match. Let's put the bracket up on screen. On the bronze match, we have. Oh, it's actually not. I do believe that Susie Baka actually took the 2-1 over Herald, which we saw in the first series. No, did we see Herald? No, we didn't. We saw Herald in the first semi-final that we casted. But yeah, wow, that was quite a grand final for this week's contender. Elaine is this week's winner. Big ups to him. Oh, that person.
Well then,
Yeah. That was, yeah, I don't really know what to say apart from that. That game was absolutely wild, and I'm still well impressed with how well that went. To pull that out in game 4 on match point. I mean, I don't think Seraphit was expecting that, but it was a good run from Seraphit. Still get second place, and you know, we will have another contender in a couple of weeks' time. give you the exact date of that in a moment. We do have another contender coming up relatively soon. From a CSO production point of view, what do we have coming up tomorrow, GX? We've got the
There's a
Clan
clan war coming up, I think.
yeah, there's a clan war on tomorrow, which will be on at 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock Central European time. The clan war will begin, and then we have Cup number 41. Not this Saturday coming, the 26th. The following Saturday, 2nd of April, will be Cup number 41. So
Yeah, make sure to watch out for the time zones.
yeah, and if you want to watch Team CSO go head to head with who's the PT Heroes?
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
PT Heroes tomorrow, be sure to tune in 6 o'clock Central European time, 6 p.m. Central European time, where myself and Tava will be bringing it to you. So thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. Sorry for the little technical hiccup that we had resuming the first game of this finals, but we got there in the end and we got a bang over final. So yeah, thanks for tuning in from myself, Linglad. And anything from you, GX?
No, thanks for watching.
We'll
See you next time.
The swarm brought ruin to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, we retake our homeworld, Take